Have you ever noticed someone who never posts pictures online? In today's digital landscape, where every moment seems to be shared, these individuals stand out precisely because they are absent. No selfies, no updates, no celebratory posts. In a world that rewards attention, these people almost seem invisible. But we're here today to tell you that this behavior isn't random. Psychology reveals that the decision not to post photos online actually tells us a lot about their confidence, their mindset, and their emotional intelligence. Today, we are going to break down the real psychology behind people who actively choose to keep their lives private on social media. They don't need to be seen to feel seen, and that, friends, is a subtle sign of inner security. Let's dive into the 5 core psychological traits that define the low-key individual. Our first key finding, according to psychologists, is that these individuals prioritize privacy over popularity. People who rarely post pictures online tend to have a high privacy orientation. What does that mean in practical terms? It means they genuinely value control over what others see and what others think about them. They are exercising a conscious choice to manage their external perception. It is important to understand that having a high privacy orientation does not mean they are antisocial. Quite the opposite. They are simply prioritizing and protecting their mental space. Think about the wider population for a moment. Most people actively seek validation through likes and comments when they post. However, those who rarely share photos rely almost entirely on self-validation. They possess an inner mechanism of approval. They don't feel the need to announce their life to the world in order to feel good about it. This reliance on self-validation is identified by psychologists as a subtle but powerful sign of inner security. They are grounded enough to find contentment internally without needing the constant affirmation provided by social media popularity. They value what they keep sacred and choose to keep their experiences and their sense of self controlled and protected. Point 2. Strong self-awareness research conducted on self-concept clarity provides important insights here. This research shows that people who share less online often have a strong, clear sense of who they are. They are deeply aware of their own identity. They know their values. They know their goals. And critically, they know what truly matters to them without needing external approval. Because they possess this strong internal compass, they are far less likely to fall into common digital traps. They are less likely to chase fleeting trends, and they are less likely to constantly compare themselves to others. Their happiness is not dictated by how people react to their posts or lack thereof. Their happiness fundamentally comes from within. This strong self-awareness acts as a buffer against the pervasive influence of social media culture, allowing them to remain focused on their internal definitions of success and well-being. This clarity means they operate from a stable base of self-knowledge. Point 3. Emotionally secure. Our third point delves into their emotional architecture. These individuals are generally emotionally secure. Psychologists frequently link posting less to secure self-esteem. This is an essential distinction. Secure self-esteem is defined as a type of confidence that does not require attention to survive. It is resilient and self-sustaining. These individuals do not post selfies or updates because they don't need to prove their worth to anyone. They already feel complete. They are whole, regardless of who is watching or clicking like. Psychologists highlight that people who possess this specific kind of emotional balance are consistently less anxious. They are notably less approval-seeking. And perhaps most productively, they are far more focused on their real-world goals. Their energies are channeled into tangible achievements and personal growth, rather than into maintaining a flawless digital performance. Their confidence is not conditional on external praise. It is deeply rooted in their sense of completeness. Trait number 4 addresses their cognitive style. They are deep thinkers, not show-offs. People who maintain a quiet online presence are often more introspective. They practice considered communication. They are the type of people who think before they speak. Consequently, they post only when they believe something genuinely matters. This selective approach stems from a key cognitive trait that researchers call the internal locus of evaluation. Let's unpack that term. An internal locus of evaluation means they judge themselves primarily by their own standards. They are not using the standards or expectations of others as their measuring stick. Their internal judgment is the final, authoritative voice. Because they value authenticity and introspection, they tend to prefer authentic, meaningful conversations over superficial interactions. The digital world, often rife with superficiality, does not appeal to their deeply thoughtful nature. They value depth and substance in their engagement, reserving their thoughts and posts for moments of true significance. This is why their feeds are often silent. They are waiting for something truly valuable to contribute. Finally, our 5th trait suggests a level of digital sophistication. They understand the digital illusion. Many low-key individuals are highly aware of how easily social media can distort reality. They recognize the crafted nature of online personas. They are inherently protected from the negative effects of what psychologists call social comparison theory. Social comparison theory describes the phenomenon where people constantly measure their own worth and achievements against the highly curated highlight reels of others. This relentless comparison can be mentally taxing and corrosive. By making a choice to stay low-key, these individuals are consciously protecting their mental health from that endless comparison cycle. They effectively immunize themselves against the anxiety of keeping up appearances. They understand the performance inherent in posting and choose to opt out. In a deeply insightful move, they choose peace over performance. They prioritize their genuine, internal equilibrium over the demands of maintaining a polished, public facade. So, next time you notice someone who doesn't post their pictures or their life updates online, take a moment to reconsider your assumptions. Don't immediately assume they are shy or antisocial. In reality, they might just be more grounded, more emotionally intelligent, and more self-aware than most people operating within the public digital sphere. They represent a powerful psychological profile, one built on inner security and self-validation. They possess the quiet confidence that allows them to live fully without requiring external acknowledgement. They don't need to be seen to feel seen. And as we've explored today, that is the very definition of real confidence. If you love understanding why people think and behave the way they do, and you want to continue decoding the minds behind the digital screen, hit subscribe now. Because on this channel, No Sense, we don't just scroll through people's lives, we decode their minds. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.